Hi everyone, today I'm going to be talking about the 6 stages of disease, the root causes of disease, and how to prevent chronic disease. All disease is both preventable and reversible. The key is first understanding exactly what causes disease and how it progresses. Then you will know how to shift gears, heal your health issues at the root, and maintain a state of excellent health. My name is Kaylee. I'm a certified nutritionist and gut health specialist, and I love helping people to heal their chronic gut issues at their root using holistic medicine and ancestral nutrition. So first, let's talk about the stages of disease. So while modern medicine is excellent in dealing with acute injuries and saves countless lives, it falls short in the treatment and prevention of chronic diseases. However, a more holistic approach truly excels at this. Let's take Ayurveda, for example. So Ayurveda is the traditional preventative medicine of India that has been around for over 5,000 years. Ayurveda focuses on balancing and nourishing the body and mind, removing ama or toxins, addressing the root causes of health issues, addressing how the elements, seasons, and nature affects us, and preventing disease. Ayurveda has a unique 6-stage model for disease development. This model helps us to recognize the early signs of disease, the root causes of disease, and thus prevent and cure disease. This contrasts greatly with modern medicine, in which disease is not typically classified until the 5th or 6th stage, after which the root causes and lifestyle of the patient is not addressed and the patient walks away with drugs to treat their symptoms or a recommendation for surgery. So what are these 6 stages? The first stage is the stage of accumulation. In this stage, ama, which is mucus and toxins, accumulate in the digestive tract. This usually happens as a result of a poor diet, weak digestion, suppressed emotions, toxin exposure, or just an unhealthy lifestyle. This results in mild symptoms like bloating, acid reflux, loss of appetite, lethargia, etc., that typically go away within a few hours to a day. An example of this would be eating a large, heavy meal late at night and overeating, and then the next morning you have no appetite, a weak digestion, and a heavy, bloated feeling. This is a sign that your body is out of balance. Fasting until your hunger returns later that day, or eating a light and healthy breakfast to support digestion, and also making an effort to not overeat or eat late in the future would help to correct this imbalance and prevent disease and prevent the progression of disease. However, the symptoms in this stage typically go away fairly quickly, and many people return to the bad habits that caused the aggravation in the first place. Many also ignore their body's cues, thus furthering ama accumulation and the progression of disease. In this case, that'd be eating despite being full. So that brings me to the second stage, the stage of aggravation. If the habits that caused ama accumulation in stage 1 of disease are not corrected, the disease progresses to stage 2. In this stage, ama amasses to such a degree that it begins to get active and provoked in the sites of its production, the GI tract, leading to the 3rd stage, which is the stage of migration. This is called prasara in Sanskrit, and that means to leave and spread. In this stage, ama has accumulated so much that it can no longer be contained by the GI tract. Ama then overflows into other tissues where it is lodged in and stored. The sticky nature of ama makes it difficult to remove. However, cleansing can help loosen and remove it. The tissues ama is stored in often correlate with our Achilles heel of health. This is the tissue we are most prone to dysfunction in, as well as nutrient deficiencies and the type of toxins we are exposed to. More on this later. So that brings us to the 4th stage of disease, the stage of disease augmentation. If our habits are still causing ama accumulation, the disease progresses to cause dysfunction and structural damage in the tissues that are overwhelmed with ama. This is the stage where a specific tissue and disease is chosen. And that brings us to the fifth stage, which is the stage of symptom manifestation, which is called vakata in Sanskrit, which means that which can be seen. And in this stage, clear symptoms of the specific disease are first seen. The disease process overwhelms the body's ability to maintain immunity and healthy functioning. This is when modern medicine usually first classifies the disease based on the symptoms. The sixth stage is the stage of complications. The final stage is the full and severe manifestation of disease. This stage has serious health consequences since by this point the diseased tissue has undergone much damage, and thus this stage is more difficult to treat than the previous stages. So let's talk about the actual root causes of disease. What causes this ama accumulation and migration and all these things? Let's talk about it in a little bit more concrete terms. So a disease or chronic illness isn't something you just randomly wake up with one day. It's a result of continuously ignoring signs and symptoms of imbalance, which leads to a toxin buildup in tissue over time. But what exactly does this look like? So this typically starts in the GI tract. The gut is the gatekeeper that decides what comes into the body, nutrients from food, and what exits the body, toxins, pathogens, dead cells, and waste. When the gut is overburdened with plant toxins, environmental toxins, too much food, unhealthy foods, stress, its ability to function as gatekeeper becomes compromised. This can lead to leaky gut, IBS, constipation, loss of appetite, bloating, Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, nutrient deficiencies, and much, much more. In leaky gut, gaps form between your epithelial cells that line your intestines. This allows unwanted things like toxins, large clumps of food, and pathogens to travel into your bloodstream and body. This in turn causes autoimmune diseases, worsens digestive issues, increases inflammation, and allows toxins to travel to other tissues in your body. In excess, these toxins can be stored in tissues and cause disorder and disease with time. Another cause of tissue damage and disorder is nutrient deficiencies. Macronutrients, fat, carbs, and proteins, and micronutrients, vitamins, and minerals are key for every single system in our body to function and for building and repairing all of our tissues. It should be noted that different macro and micronutrients are needed for different functions, and every single one is not necessarily needed for every system, but rather some of each category are needed for each system and tissue. Anyways, when you do not get enough of a certain or multiple nutrients, you do not supply your body with the materials it needs to function properly. This can lead to the breakdown of less important tissues to acquire the nutrients for more important tissues. For example, if you're deficient in calcium, your body often breaks down bones to get the calcium it needs for muscle contractions. Or if you're deficient in amino acids, your body often breaks down muscle to get the amino acids it needs to repair tissues or make immunoproteins. As you can see, if you don't regularly supply your body with all the nutrients it needs, certain systems and tissues begin to weaken and decrease in function. Over time, this can have serious consequences such as osteoporosis, low fertility, loss of muscle mass, low hormonal levels, diseases, and more. It should be noted that a weak digestive system cannot fully break down food, and your body cannot absorb large chunks of food. Therefore, nutrient deficiencies can also result from poor gut health and digestive health. To sum up this line of thinking, some of the root causes of disease are gut and digestive disorders, toxin overload, nutrient deficiencies, and not listening to your body. Which brings me to how to prevent disease. The first thing is to eat a healthy, nutrient-rich diet. Eat foods like high-quality dairy, meat, organs, bone broth, bone marrow, eggs, seafood, seasonal fruit, and veggies. Avoid, or better yet, eliminate seed oils, refined sugar, artificial sweeteners, and processed foods. And reduce grain, legume, nuts, and seeds. And when you do eat them, be sure to soak them, sprout them, or ferment them, or roast them to properly prepare them and reduce the anti-nutrients. This will supply your body with the nutrients you need to rebuild tissues and support optimal functions of all the systems in your body. It will also decrease the intake of toxins from unhealthy foods. The second thing you can do to prevent disease is to detox and cleanse. This will help eliminate stored toxins, reset your health, and cure any early manifestations of disease, such as in stage 3 or 4. For more info on detoxing, check out my playlist on detoxing. I will link it up in the corner of the screen and down below. There are a few different videos in there where I go very in depth into how to detox the right way. The third thing you can do is get enough sleep. About 8 hours of sleep a night is good for most people, but everyone's a little different, so experiment to find out what's right for you. Adequate sleep gives your body time to repair and rebuild damaged tissues, so it is very important. The fourth is to have a bowel movement every single day. This is crucial for eliminating toxins. If you get backed up, toxins can get reabsorbed into your body. If you struggle with this, check out my playlist on overcoming constipation in the corner of the screen and link down below. I personally struggled with constipation for over 10 years and have been constipation free, having regular healthy bowel movements for the past 7 years. So this is something I really like to share all the info I learned on. So if you're struggling with that, definitely check out that playlist. Now, the next thing you can do is listen to your body. Your body is really, really smart. And if you listen to your hunger cues, your cravings, your sleepy cues, and other signs your body gives you, you will better balance your health. This is assuming you are coming from a healthy place. When your body is out of balance, you may start to crave things that aren't good for you. So definitely learn to distinguish the two. The sixth thing is to de-stress. Stress has many negative health effects like decreasing hormone production, impeding digestive function, wasting nutrients, or worsening disease. Having a regular de-stressing routine by doing things like walks, baths, reading can do wonders for your health and reduce disease. More tips on managing stress in the video that I have linked in the corner and down below as well. The seventh thing is to address the root cause of your symptoms. Headaches, bloating, fatigue, constipation, acne, rashes, stubborn fat, low fertility, PMS, low libido, etc. are not normal. If you have any of those symptoms, try to find the root cause. It's often something you're eating, toxins you're exposed to or storing, stress, a habit that's just not working for you, lack of sleep, damaged gut, or something else of this nature. I encourage you to do more research, tune into your body, and to experiment with different dietary habits and changes till you resolve these symptoms. And if you'd like more help with overcoming these symptoms at the root, I do offer one-on-one coaching and would love to help you heal. If you're interested in working with me, sign up for a call. I will have a link down below, and I will share more info about what's included in my coaching with you. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you are interested in holistic healing, ancestral health, ancestral wisdom, and nutrition, then be sure to subscribe because I share videos about those topics every single week. If you did like the video, consider liking or leaving me a comment. I really appreciate your comments or sharing this video with somebody that you think would benefit from it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.